Randy St. Clair, 5:40 p.m. on Tuesday, March 21st, Peeples Valley, Arizona. Got a little bit of a rainstorm, although it appears that just for this instant the rain has almost stopped. However, it's been raining steadily all day. So this is what happens in Arizona when it rains. A lot. We've got, I forget, something like 1.6 inches in the last, let's say, 12 hours. Which is mildly impressive. The neighbor's yard here. As you can see, it's kind of a lake right now. That's my yard there, my house. We're going down the road here towards the wash. Just wanted to see what's going on. Hopefully the camera doesn't get totally soaked and it doesn't die as a result. Otherwise I have to buy another one. They still make them. The water's rising. About 10 minutes ago, oh, I don't know if it's come up that far, maybe a few inches since 10 minutes ago. So, walk around the corner here. Now normally the bank is another, I don't know, 12, 15 feet that way, right about out where I'm pointing, if you can see that. So we're above the bank, or the water's above the bank, so to speak. Now that little chunk right there is actually, there's normally a fence across there, but the fence has a weak link built into it in the middle of the wash that's supposed to break, and it didn't. That's the first time I've ever seen it break. As you can see, we've got honest to God rapids here. So right now I'm in my backyard behind my back fence. This is my property, actually. There's my neighbor. My property actually extends over to that fence on the other side over there. On a diagonal, though, it cuts across the wash right through the middle of all this water. So we'll just walk the length of my property in the back here. Now up here you can see the water is not above the bank, so to speak. The bank's a little higher in this area. You would not want to fall in there. If you did, you might very well die. I don't want to overstate it. The water's only probably about 4 or 5 feet deep at the deepest part right now. But still, the water's moving pretty fast. So it would knock you down and drag you along. Let's just say it's not something I want to find out about. Now we're still behind my back fence. There's my house from the other side. The garage, the guest house, I guess you could call it at that. A couple of sheds, water pump house, water tank, and so on. All this rain is going to be good for the water table. We like that. I've never seen water up to this level before. I was mowing that grass just, what was it, yesterday? Now it's underwater. So, this little post right here with the blue tape on it, that's actually one corner of my property line, right there. And then that extends over to the other side of the wash, down at that angle. So at this point the water is above the bank again. You can tell the bank isn't all at the same level. Plus I assume the water is running downhill, so the water isn't all quite at the same level either. So this isn't even my property where I'm standing right now, but I take care of it. Alright, let's head back the way we came. It actually looks kind of nice. I'm a little concerned that because some of my property down by the corner of the fence where I had to hang onto the fence to walk around the corner, I can tell that some of the earth is eroding away. I saw a great big reel of barbed wire just tumbling down through the water, and previously that reel of barbed wire was under the dirt. It was buried. So all this rushing water has picked up that dirt and carried it downstream, and I don't know what my property is going to look like in that area when it gets done. Now they're saying it's going to rain. I don't know if it's going to rain this hard, although it's actually not raining very hard right this second. But according to the forecast, they're showing nearly 100% chance of rain until early tomorrow morning. So if the rain actually eases up a little bit, maybe the water won't continue to rise. By the way, you can see there's my neighbor's horse over there. Their property is not as high as mine, and if it were to go up just another couple of feet, their property would start to be underwater. I don't think that's happened in recent memory, probably since the 1980s, they tell me. Obviously I wasn't here back then. So yeah, this is the area where I was talking about where my property is going to be different now. There used to be a berm of very soft soil that went out here like 12, 14 feet. So by the way, this stretch of water right here where it's going through the gate, that is actually a road. It's a continuation of this road right here. And normally it goes through the wash and up the other side. There's no bridge or anything. They do generally take sand from the bottom of the wash and use the tractor to scrape it up. Oh, there goes a nice big log. So they use the tractor to scrape it up, and they'll build up this area in here. And that actually apparently helps to cut down the erosion here because it slows the water down. But there isn't any slowing this water down. This water just took all that dirt and all that sand and gravel and whatnot that was forming that little piece of road, and it just took it. It's gone. And that's not unusual. It happens pretty much every time the wash runs, but I've never seen the wash run this hard before. Now, I can see there's a great big log coming down the wash here. I should probably end this pretty soon if the camera's still running. I don't know where all this, looks like firewood. It's been chopped up. Somebody's losing their firewood. Yeah, well, and this will also give you a good sense of how rapidly the water is moving, because you can imagine that log is just moving with the water. Alright, I'm going to get out of here before it raises up any higher. I could go through a gate in the fence. I'm not trapped or anything. But that's the Great Washout of 2023. That's what I'm going to call it. No problems with the house, no leaks, nothing like that. Electricity, internet, everything's fine. All the old gopher tunnels are filling up with water and collapsing. That's a good thing. Alright. Well, we've seen all this before, so I'm going to turn the camera off here. By the way, that little road through the wash being full of water,